we do some more words?
Yeah, again, we've got another word which splits into two. If you're going to do this, if you split into two, just a little lesson, it's yellow then blue, no green.
This is
no
Alex's
green.
determination, first
Yes.
and end of the words. You
So,
can
the
actually
word,
do it whatever colour you want. But
the word is adamant. So, obviously, a name again, it's a word, very easy to remember. Click, 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 we all know what to do. And I'll take it down. See if you can find that photo in your mind. If you can, repeat it in your mind, say it out loud, whatever helps you. Then, again, lock it in. Again, like Mom said, we're going through this quite fast because we need to get it done in the time. So, at home, if you need to just lock it in, do it a few tries, whatever suits you. So then, can anyone spell the first chunk forwards? Yeah, and then backwards. And then the final chunk, which is, of course, another word. And there we go. We all know what to do. And then down again. See if you can find the photo, find the word, practice it because you know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to ask you. But before that, again, lock it in. And then, can anyone spell that forwards?
Yellow card.
And backwards. And then obviously we put the word together to create the word adamant. And then we spell that forward. So anyone know what the word is forwards? Can they spell it forwards, the word adamant? And then if you want to challenge yourself, backwards, just to make sure you got it in your mind.
It makes you work a bit doing it backwards, doesn't it?
Well, it's good. It's exercise for your mind. It's a bonus.
Yep.
And then we've got,
Oh, yes.
if I'm not mistaken, no, we've got two more words to do.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next slide.
So we're going to do Mississippi.
Mississippi's, of course, a river and a state in America.
And it's one of
quite
those
hard.
words that people, how many I's, how many S's, but when you
How many
chunk it
P's?
down, you'll see it's so easy to remember using this method. Go on.
So it is a word again, that's why it fits into here.
Take a photo in your mind's eye, click, click, click.
And then down again. Obviously this is difficult, so I'll put it up again, I'll leave it up a bit longer, but find it in your mind. Make it so, spell it forwards, backwards, and then again for a bit longer. I think if you can notice the difference between times. Everybody got it? Down again.
Second word is one of those. It spells the same forward
So
and backwards.
can anyone spell the first chunk forwards? Then backwards. Well done. And well done to you too. So this is one of those where it makes no difference whether it's forwards or backwards. I don't know what the phrase for the word. Yeah. There you go. That's it. So again, we all know what to do.
Take a photo.
Everybody got it? Down again, think about it, just leave a little time, find the photo. Then up again. Everybody got that? Yep. So, I mean, I guess we'll ask for it backwards as well, but no effort really needed. So can anyone spell it forwards? Anyone spell it backwards? It's genius, honestly. And then the final chunk.
Well, PPI as an adult, we've heard that one over
Yeah, I
and
hate
over.
those adverts. They're all over TV.
See, patterns
everybody got it?
jump out in words when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start to chunk them down.
Everybody got it? And then up again, click, click, click. Yeah, so then we put the word together. Well, I won't show you it because that'll be cheating. And we spell the word forwards, and I mean, if you really wanted to show yourself backwards.
Should we just do forwards?
Okay, let's just do forwards. Just for this one, though.
So what's the yellow one? Excellent, yeah. And the second one, the green one. Brilliant. And the third one on the blue. So you will always remember to be able to spell this. And at home, you can do this by making cards, and in our book, it's Alex wrote it, there's actually a card game that's really, really good. And we've enjoyed doing this together because it's something that you can do with your children, and it's so much fun. You ready for the next one?
No, we've got 2 more words, but...
Oh, but they've got the same chunk.
Okay, so these 2 words, they're like twin words. They've got the same first chunk, but they've got 2 different last chunks. So this is rhyme and rhythm. 2 words which people find hard to spell and they get mixed up. There's other words, there's conscious and conscience, and there's some other words which I can't remember, but stand out the way.
Now this one might take a bit of repetition because the first 3 chunks are kind of don't really make any sense. So again, it's on your YouTube channel, isn't it? This
and we did this twin chunk thing mainly because it saved paper, but it turned out to be a good idea. So, up again.
That's the first chunk.
This is the first chunk of both words, which does make it a lot easier. But it can be confusing as well.
We're doing rhythm and rhyme. So that's
Everybody
the first
got that?
chunk of rhythm and the first chunk of rhyme. So you do?
So we'll do rhyme. I mean, it fits into this category because it's a word.
Click, click.
Everybody got it? Click, click, click.
Yeah.
And then we'll do this, and then we'll run through it again.
Yeah, do the yellow again for rhythm, so that...
Okay. Yeah. So the first chunk again. Everybody got it? Click, click, click.
Can everybody see okay? And then what's the final bit of rhythm?
And the final bit.
There we go. And that's one of the 100 most misspelt words, and I keep seeing it often. It jumps out now that it's misspelt, whereas before I couldn't spell that. I think, oh, which way is it? Same with system. I've learned how to spell that now. Yeah, so should we move on to the...
Well, okay. So can anyone spell the word rhyme forwards?
Don't worry if you can't, we're going very fast with this.
Yeah, we are going very fast. There's more on our YouTube channel if you want to slow it down. Because you do have the luxury of pausing the video. And then, can anyone spell rhythm? Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, this, I mean, we'll move on to this later, but this is why phonics doesn't work, which is a common way to learn spellings taught in primary school. So, I've got a sheet here. It's 4 different words, but with the same ending, O-U-G-H. So, the first word is cough, we all agree. So, using some basic reasoning, the second word should sound like rough.
But it doesn't.
But it doesn't, it's rough. So, it must be an exception. So it's fruff, but it isn't. It's through. It must be another exception. We're getting quite unlucky today with these exceptions. So then we've got the final one, which should be though, but it's not. It's though. But it doesn't make any sense. So the first one. So if that's though, then it should be co or row or throw, but it's not. And that's why it confuses people. Because if it's different sounds, it should be different letters, but it's not. It's all the same letters. But with the split method, it doesn't matter. With the sounds, it's just the basic letters. It doesn't quite connect. So, but same letters and same letters. It connects perfectly.
It helps make a way to remember. And English isn't a phonetic language, so different letters, different groups of letters will sound different in different words. And we found, with friends of ours, this has been very, very confusing with kids at school. And the work that we've done, we've found that it has helped people who've got dyslexia. Not saying it will help everybody, but it gives a different way of memorising. When we were on holiday, we taught a friend of ours who we've known for years, tough little girl, just got into school, been diagnosed with dyslexia, and her confidence went right down because all of a sudden she's realising that everybody else is getting it but her. And this you hear often with dyslexia when people are trying to see the pictures or the words, they're jumbling around all the letters and stuff. So when you use this method and you hold a letter up and you go over, say, Mississippi, with Olivia, we went over MISS quite a few times because a few times she'd look and she'd guess and her little face would be so hopeful. And then when you say, no, that's not quite right, she was like, and I would say to her, look, please don't guess. This is a strategy, you have to think, and if you follow what we tell you, you will get it. And we taught her how to spell Mississippi forwards and backwards, and the confidence and the belief that she got from that. Another child at school, the father taught his child how to spell necessary forwards and backwards, and he would go around betting all the relatives, because he was only about 5 or 6, I can spell necessary forwards and backwards, do you believe me? And bet you £1 I can, and he made quite a bit of money out of it. So, you can actually do quite well with this financially.
Yeah, also expanding on that, there's more in our book in the dyslexia section, but there's 3 letters in the alphabet, P, B and D, which when you think about it, they're all the same letter, but they're in different positions, and in dyslexia, letters move around. So if they move around, it could all be D's, it could all be P's, it could all be B's. So for dyslexia and also for the lower years, because it can be quite confusing, because I've seen people who instead of saying I walk with my dog, it's I walk with my bog. That isn't quite correct. So we have the purple P, the blue B and the orange D, so you can distinguish the difference. And it also helps, like I said, with reception year 1 and year 2.
And it's another useful strategy. And the reason we've got an orange D is because we had a load of cards, and we couldn't think of a colour D that's orange. So
and purple B and blue B, well, they both start with, so purple starts with P and blue starts with B. Makes sense.
So the gift of dyslexia is people are able to see it from this side, this side, this side, and this side. And we don't want to take that away from anybody. We want to actually show them what a gift it is. And that actually, if you have the right strategy with practice, you could learn to spell as good as the next person. But unfortunately, phonics, sometimes trying to work out all the different rules can be, I don't understand it. I've had teachers book to come and see me to say, how on earth can I teach this? And I said, well, I can't teach you phonics, but I can teach you an easy way to spell and to teach the kids. And they've gone away and used this method, and the kids have spelled.